You got it. Come on. Come on.
That one leg is just completely not usable.
You're up. You're up, good girl. Come on, you can do it. I mean, I don't think there's anything else we can do. I just didn't know if we should call her or if it's okay. You know.
When she perks up, and it's fine.
Yeah, I'll just, I guess, let her be for a few hours and come see. It ended up being kind of a bummer of a weekend. We had some exciting things happen at the beginning of the weekend, but unfortunately, even though there were exciting and good things, it was also a weekend of loss here on the farm, and I think during this time right now we could all use some happy and good news. So I'll just touch on briefly our weekend and talk more about the exciting and good things that we have going on. I found out that a local hatchery hatched some chicks that I have been looking for, and they were going to be only about 30 minutes away from our house, and so we were actually able to go and pick up these chicks. I am so excited to get them. These are chicken breeds. They're rare types of chickens, and normally the hatcheries will have them, but I either don't get to them in time, or we're just like not expanding the farm at the time that they've had them. So we weren't really planning on adding a bunch of new chickens, but I've really been wanting some silkies, which are a bantam breed of chicken. They're smaller, and they have funny little foofs on their heads and feet. And I've really been wanting those, but I've kind of wanted to start like a new flock, like not integrate the silkies into our existing flock of standard size chickens. And I've heard that, you know, if you incorporate silkies or bantams into standard size chicken flocks, sometimes there can be issues where the silkies get picked on, but the more and more I'm like researching this and talking to people, I'm discovering that that's probably not the norm. It's probably okay. That being said, I wanted to start a new flock and a new coop in our like permanent goat paddock. We're gonna have paddocks where the goats can move to, but in the like permanent winter paddock, I wanted to have our like bantam coop. The other breeds that he had were cream leg bar chickens, and they lay these beautiful blue eggs. And I was really hoping to like see that this coming year in our egg production, to just have this really nice variety of eggs. There's something so satisfying about that, opening a carton of eggs and having this like beautiful array of chicken eggs. And then my dream chicken that I've wanted for several years now, it's called the Lavender Orpington. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you probably know that I love the Buff Orpington breed of chickens. And that is actually the namesake of our farm. Our first Buff Orpington, her name was Little Z. And she was a funny little chicken, and we named our farm after her. So Lavender Orpingtons they look like a Buff Orpington, except they're this light purple grayish color. And if you Google them, it says, ow, we just want to be held at all times. Fluffy gray clouds going around the farm or something of that nature. And I'm all about a fluffy gray cloud moving around on the farm. So we picked up 5 silkies, 3 of the cream leg bars, and 2 lavender orpingtons, because the lavender orpingtons weren't sexed, so we didn't know if they were going to be roosters or hens. One of the lavender orpingtons did not make it. And these things happen on a farm, and it's not, abnormal to lose a chick. Several things could happen in the first couple of days of life, like spraddle leg or splayed leg. I I thought maybe that's what was going on with this chicken, and we even braced her legs in case it was spraddle leg, because she was just laying down a lot. And spraddle leg can happen in the egg, or it can happen if they are on like a slippery surface in their brooder box, which ours are not. You know, we use pine shavings for that. I envision it as kind of like a bad sprain, but when you're a baby chick, you just kind of can't recover from that without help. And so it could have been that, but I think ultimately there must have been something else going on. I tried feeding her egg yolk, gently dipping her beak in the water, and then ultimately we braced her legs, and I tried getting her to eat some cat food, which is really high in protein, and it's not the best solution, but I didn't have any Nutrigent or anything like that, so tried that, and then she ultimately just didn't make it. That was very sad for me. But loss is kind of part of farm life, and I think that, you know, through all the growth that we're having, because there's more life here, there's going to be more death as well. That's not I'm not saying that to be dramatic or cause sadness. It's more of a just like, this is something that is just part of our life here. We also lost one of our teenager chickens this weekend, which I will talk about in a different video down the line. It ended up being kind of a bummer, and you know, nothing that we could do to fix the situation. That being said, I want to celebrate the life that we have on the farm today and make sure that our animals are getting the attention that they want and need, and that we are not forgetting all of the good that is just staring us right in the face. So let's meet the babies. So this is one of the cream leg bar chicks, and she has these beautiful dark brown stripe markings on her back. We're 90% sure that this is a female bird because of these dark markings on her back. The males tend to be a little bit lighter, and they have a little spot on their heads that she does not have. But she is going to lay beautiful blue eggs, and I'm just really excited to watch her grow up and flourish. So this is one of the silkies, and she is, or he, we don't know with these. The silkies will have the beautiful fluffy hair, and you can already see kind of the feathering on her feet. And so she'll have a cute little feathered foot, and they're just girls until we figure out they're not. But I've never had silkies. We've never had the bantam breed, any bantam breed here. So we're so excited. Aren't you excited to be on Little Z Farm? So I mentioned in our chickens that we got several weeks ago that we got 2 Polish breeds, and I kind of showed when they were little, the little tufts on their head, but I don't know if people really knew what they were gonna look like. And they're starting to feather out, and I can see like to get the adult version of themselves, so prepare yourself. Look at this beautiful girl. What? You're okay? So she's got this hilarious tuft of feathers on her head, and actually this specific breed, these feathers are gonna kind of go up and over down in her eye, or not in her eye, but over her eyes a little bit. And can you just imagine it? This girl free ranging out here. What do you think, Miss Thing? ducks are coming in. Hello, duck parade. Hello. Well, yeah. This is a barred rock chickie. Woo! This is one of the first breeds of chickens that we had on the farm. And I just want to let you know that these girls are going into their awkward teenager phase as they feather out. If you can remember your photos from junior high, it's that time for these chickens. They're just, learning who they are. Who are you? Okay. Okay, let's give her a little bit more comfort. But they will become these beautiful, you're probably gonna be about 7 pounds, 6 or 7 pound bird, maybe bigger. But these are called barred rock, and when she gets older, you'll be able to see the striping on her a lot better. And they're a really beautiful bird. They're a really docile bird. And we've always really enjoyed having them. Some of my favorite birds or favorite chickens on our farm have been barred rock breed. You want your friend back? Okay. Here's one of our pretty boys. Yeah. The ducks have been bringing me joy on hard days, and I like it because these ducks are letting me hold them still. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. That didn't go well. Some of the ducks are still letting me hold them. I think it's good, when you're experiencing moments of loss. For us, in this particular instance, it was on the farm. Bless you. But when you're experiencing loss, is to look for life by pouring ourselves into the life here that it kind of helps us to manage those feelings. And of course, remembering why we're doing this to begin with, and reminding ourselves that for the most part, despite mistakes that we make, which we do, we have made mistakes, intentions being what they are and being good, that the animals, the time that they spend with us, no matter how long that time is, if it's as a pet, as a worker on our farm, or if we will eventually be consuming them for our own life, we have to keep in mind that we built a life for them here that has been very positive and enriching for them, and that we give them a very good life while God has them with us. Please don't chew on my shirt, sir. Huh? What are you doing? I feel you chewing back there, buddy. I'm gonna be honest. It's not my favorite when you do that. Is she not sharing? I gotta teach my goats to share. Hello. Hi, sweet girl. No. Hey. Come here. I can homesteading, like a lot of other things in life, can be difficult some days. And I'm not just talking about like work, like there's a lot of work that goes into homesteading as well, which that part is just very rewarding, even when it's exhausting. When you finish a project, you feel really good. But homesteading, when it comes to loss or the dark and dreary winters, it can get difficult. I know that I can walk out my front door and that the kittens are going to chase me to the stable and that the ducks are going to come quacking. Right, ducks? Never too far away from a possible meal. And that I'm going to hear girl goat over beyond the fence talking to me. And that is something that you cannot put into words and that you cannot, you just can't ignore. I can't say things are bad because things are good. Anyway, I hope that everyone, when they're in moments of darkness, can search for the light and search for life, because it's there, and you gotta push through. And if all else fails, you should get ducks. I'm just saying.